I have the honor to declare the sixth graduation of Carnegie Mellon University, Africa, as authorized by the Board of Trustees to be in session.
Muraho, welcome. My name is Vijay Kumar Bhagavatula, and I am the Director of Carnegie Mellon University, Africa, here in Kigali. Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Mutimura, Carnegie Mellon University Provost, Dr. James Garrett, Carnegie Mellon University College of Engineering Interim Dean, Dr. Jonathan Kagan, Carnegie Mellon University Heinz College Dean, Dr. Ramaya Krishnan, Honorable Ambassador of Ethiopia, Lulit Gebremariam, Smart Africa Secretariat Director General, Mr. Lassina Kone, other ambassadors and dignitaries present in the audience representing different countries, CMU Africa Joint Advisory Board members, senior leadership from Government of Rwanda, heads and representatives from Rwandan academic institutions here, Carnegie Mellon University delegation from Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon University Africa faculty and staff, Carnegie Mellon University Africa industry, government, and foundation partners, families and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates of the Carnegie Mellon University Africa class of 2019. Welcome. Welcome to the Carnegie Mellon. Welcome to the Carnegie Mellon University Africa graduation ceremony for the class of 2019. This is our sixth graduation ceremony. Okay. Today, 51 students will be receiving either a Master of Science in Information Technology or a Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering. They have satisfied the rigorous requirements of these degrees, and this is an occasion of great joy as it is the culmination and recognition of the hard work these students have put in to meet the rigorous demands of these programs. And also the efforts by our faculty and staff to guide them to this point, and the support provided by their families and friends during these challenging studies and times, and also of the opportunities provided to the students by our industry and government partners through internships and other opportunities. And most importantly, finally, also the financial backing that was provided by the government of Rwanda, MasterCard Foundation, Smart Africa, Minds, and other funders. And many of these students will personally tell you they couldn't be here without that kind of support. So a big round of applause to all of them, please. So this is a special occasion. We are graduating the first cohort of the Mandela Institute of Developing Studies, or MINDS scholars. We're also graduating the third cohort of Smart Africa scholars. And we are particularly pleased to have the Director General of Smart Africa Secretariat, Mr. Lassina Kone, here today as the keynote speaker. Also among the speakers are the Provost, James Garrett, and Interim Dean of College of Engineering, Jonathan Kagan, and other speakers. Without further delay, I'm going to introduce the next speaker, Dr. Jonathan Kagan, the George Tallman and Florence Barrett Ladd Professor in Engineering and the Interim Dean of the College of Engineering at Carnegie Mellon University. His career spans collaborative and innovative work in education, research, and industry. Professor Kagan's research merges artificial intelligence, machine learning, and optimization methods with cognitive science problem solving. He exemplifies the CMU College of Engineering's culture of advanced collaboration, having worked with engineers, psychologists, neuroscientists, marketers, designers, computer scientists, and architects in his work. I don't know who is left, but he was recently honored with Robert A. Doherty Award for sustained contributions to excellence in education. Active in professional societies and editorial boards, Dean Kagan is a fellow of the American Society of Mechanical Engineers and was awarded the ASME Design Theory and Methodology Award. He has authored several books, more than 250 technical publications, and is an inventor on multiple patents. Please join me in welcoming Dean John Kagan to the podium.
Good morning. Oh, come on. Good morning. Okay. Let me begin by graduating the class of 2019 and all of you who are here to celebrate with you, your parents, your friends, your loved ones. I also want to thank our provost, Dr. James Garrett, for joining us on this important day. This is our largest class to date with 51 graduates, and it is also our most diverse group, representing 7 nationalities graduating from CMU Africa. It is our strong belief that diversity in all forms produces a rich learning environment for students. I'm also pleased that 30% of our student population is female. Your accomplishments are an inspiration to girls and women all over the continent who are pursuing STEM opportunities. As you embark on your professional journey, all of you will be inspiring role models for those who will follow your path. Graduates, you should be proud of your achievements as you now go forward and make your mark on the world. This is a fascinating and exciting time in Africa with many opportunities unfolding around you. Opportunities such as the existing projects this year, where our students and faculty work together in the areas of healthcare access, cybersecurity, big data, robotics, renewable energy, and agriculture. These outstanding projects reflect the promise that entrepreneurship and technological development offer to both strengthen the economy and serve the needs of the continent. My hope is that you will follow your passion to move more of these products and services into the market to foster prosperity in Rwanda and the greater Africa. Our outstanding faculty have prepared you for the complex and accelerating technological advancements underway here. Think back to the first day you arrived and take a moment to reflect on the great personal, academic, and professional growth that you have achieved. Today is about celebrating your journey of hard work and accomplishments and coming out the other side even stronger. I have a few thoughts I want to share with you as you transition to your new journey ahead. Be a leader and make a difference. Don't be afraid to stretch beyond your comfort zone, to participate in the transformation underway throughout the continent. Live for the present, be in the moment. The opportunity in Africa is now. Continue to learn and grow as a person and as a professional. Your education isn't ending today. It is just beginning. There are many lessons for you to learn as you move into the established companies or create your own new startups. Actively participate in your profession and use your experience here at Carnegie Mellon as a basis for lifelong learning. The world needs hardworking people like you to solve some of its most challenging and difficult problems. Don't ever stop asking why or how you can make it better. And my last point of advice is to stay connected with us. We are a family and a network for you to rely on throughout your career. You are joining a network of nearly 200 CMU Africa alumni and over 110,000 Tartan alumni in the world. Already work, and of the 200 alumni from this program, all of them are working on the continent, and they're there for you to reach out to. We sincerely want to continue to hear your activities, accomplishments, and advice. Please be active alumni. As you take the next step in your professional life, all of you can and must apply your engineering skills and technological tools to guide the transformation underway all around you. We encourage you to fully commit to solving important problems and stimulating exciting advancements in Africa and the world. Remember, if you approach these challenges with your heart and pursue your passion, you will truly enjoy whatever it is you choose to do and have an amazing impact along the way. This is my second trip to the region, and I continue to be excited about the future of Africa and our role in educating the next generation of African leaders, and your role in delivering this exciting future. There is no denying Africa's growing presence in global markets and international affairs, and is being felt around the world. This is your time to blossom and grow in careers that will benefit Rwanda and the region. On behalf of the entire College of Engineering at Carnegie Mellon University, congratulations to all of you and your families. Our next speaker is Dr. James Garrett, who is the Provost of Carnegie Mellon University as of January 2019. Jim has been the Dean of the College of Engineering for the 6 years prior to that, and immediately prior to being Dean, he was the Department Head of Civil and Environmental Engineering for 6 years. He earned his BS, MS, and PhD degrees in Civil and Environmental Engineering from Carnegie Mellon University and knows the institution well, having been a student and a professor before moving into leadership roles. He currently holds the Thomas Lord Professorship in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. I'd like to invite Provost Garrett to the podium to speak on behalf of the university.
You're really kind of quiet. This is an exciting day. Let's hear a round of applause for all of you and all the great things you do. Come on. You must have been up late last night watching the Premier League Championship. Good morning and congratulations to the class of 2019. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the outstanding leadership of John Kagan, who just spoke, our interim dean of the College of Engineering, and Kumar Bhagavatula, the director of CMU Africa. Let's give these two gentlemen a big round of applause. Thank you both for ensuring that our students have unlimited opportunities to grow and succeed as Carnegie Mellon students. I'd also like to recognize the faculty, staff, and senior leaders from Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh and CMU Africa, the Honorable Eugene Mutamara, who is the Rwanda Minister of Education, our members of the Carnegie Mellon University Africa Joint Advisory Board who are here with us, and of course, the many proud parents, family members, and friends of our graduates here today. Welcome to you all. I'm so delighted to be here in Kigali at my very first CMU Africa commencement as Carnegie Mellon's provost. I've actually been here for every one of your commencements as dean or as provost, so it's great to be here. And as former dean of the College of Engineering, I remember how exciting it was when we worked to open the doors of our campus here and mark a new milestone, not only for CMU, but also for this magnificent country of Rwanda. That's why I'm truly honored to be with you today on this momentous occasion to celebrate the 6th graduating class of Carnegie Mellon University in Africa. Even before we opened our doors here to students and faculty, we have been grateful that the government of Rwanda sought us out as a strategic academic partner in this country's evolution, and more broadly, in the wave of economic development sweeping the African continent. And together, we were able to bring Carnegie Mellon's world-class education to Rwanda and to the continent in a long-term commitment to provide educational opportunities. It's truly remarkable and inspiring to see how the CMU community here in Rwanda continues to grow and thrive. We've completed construction on our new 15-hectare campus in Kigali Innovation City, which will transform the CMU experience for students, faculty, and staff of CMU Africa. Our move to the new campus within the next few months, in fact, I think it's within the next month that we're talking about, will help us accommodate even more of the brightest minds from across the continent. We were able to educate remarkable students right here on the ground and provide an education within the context and challenges that are unique to Africa. It's so clear to me that CMU Africa embodies the power of education to improve the human condition, not only in our native land, but also in communities found across the globe. Carnegie Mellon also warmly embraces an unwavering commitment to inclusion, reflected in a culture that seeks, welcomes, and empowers talented minds from diverse backgrounds. Recently, we've been attracting applications from more than 20 African countries, an impressive increase from our first graduating class, which represented 2 nationalities. Your campus is home to students originally from 15 African countries, with Rwandan students accounting for about 50% of the campus's student population. This is a testament to how strong our global presence is as an academic leader, an educational leader. And I'm so pleased that CMU Africa is home to such a diverse community of leaders and scholars. I believe that the best ideas and the best solutions are derived at the intersection of different values and backgrounds that are shared and respected. Incredible paradigm shifts are affecting every sector of our global economy, from transportation to healthcare to education to scientific discovery to business and much more. Never has life been more complex and at the same time so full of potential, and more than ever in need of Carnegie Mellon University graduates like you. When I think about the courage each of you possess in deciding to attend college in the first place, to choosing where to go, and how you persevered in your studies and research, I know in my heart that you are truly ready. Today I want you to reflect on how far you have come and what challenges each of you have overcome to get here. I want you to reflect on how you have grown from strangers to a family over the past 2 years. And I want you to reflect on the comfort that you will always be a part of a network of caring faculty and fellow Tartans from around the world who you can always count on for support as you follow your dreams. I'm truly excited for each and every one of you. And I'm excited for the future, which you all hold in your hands. Thank you for allowing me to share this moment with you. And again, congratulations, class of 2019.
Hello, class. Here we are. It's my honor to introduce the student speaker for this graduation ceremony, Nancy Atieno Lubalo. Nancy is graduating today with a Master of Science in IT with a concentration in data science. At CMU, she was the president of the Data Science Club. Together with other club officials, she organized the very first university data science hackathon, and she collaborated to make AI Saturday Kigali part of the Data Science Club. Last year, she got a travel grant to the Deep Learning Indaba in South Africa, where she got the opportunity to present her research in computer vision. As a result, she was part of the team organizing the first Deep Learning Indaba conference here in Rwanda this past May. She is also the organizer of the newly formed Women in Machine Learning and Data Science Kigali Center. Early this year, she received a full scholarship to attend the Simons Computational Neuroscience Summer School in Cape Town. Next month, she will be attending a 2-week machine learning summer school at the University College in London. She is currently a data scientist at Tabiri Analytics. Please welcome Nancy to the stage.
Hey guys, we did it. Time flies. It feels like we joined CMU Africa last month. Can you believe it's been 671 days? Do you recall how you felt when you received your CMU application admission email? What about the first day you stepped in Telcom House? The smell of the auditorium? The way we got lost and couldn't differentiate between the auditorium wing and the lab wing. Can you remember whether you were a Kai or a Pi? What about your why am I here speech? We arrived here a group of strangers from 9 different countries in Africa. Today we live as friends, siblings, and some of us even couples. Who said you can't have it all? Orientation was fun. We had free food every day, and we all know how free food is gold around here. We slept at 10 p.m. and woke up at 7 a.m. We were living our best lives. You know, everyone kept telling us how tough things get immediately the semester begins. At that time, we couldn't visualize how hard it could be. We thought they might be exaggerating. It couldn't be that hard. Let's just say we wish we listened. We didn't know how hard this journey will test us, how it would threaten to break us emotionally, psychologically, and financially. Some of us swore to live every day. Some of us even packed. There were many days of submitting assignments at 11:59 and feeling like we've dodged a bullet. Many days of starting assignments late when you knew you should have started it immediately it was released. And the thing about CMU is everyone has that moment, or moments actually, when you hit the rock bottom. For most of us, it was the day we logged on SIO and saw our first mid-semester grades. The result did not seem to reflect the effort we had put in. How do you explain spending close to 20 hours in school, every day, including weekends, and ending up with C's and B's? I remember Professor Bezi taking time off his lectures to talk to us about his own CMU experience as a student, how he faced exactly what we were going through. Thank you, Bezi. Some of us are here today because of that day. We are incredibly thankful for each moment leading up to this day, for all the late nights, for all the tears, for all the days when it felt like nothing made sense, for all the days when we felt like complete idiots and even wondered what we are doing at CMU, for all the days when imposter syndrome threatened to kill our confidence, for all the happy days when we aced our projects and our exams, for all the days when everything fell in place and life made perfect sense. We are thankful. Each of these moments has shaped us into the people we are today. You know, the class of 2019 has been by far the most amazing batch. A batch with very diverse personalities, talents, and a batch that has broken most of the CMU Africa's records. To start with, you know, in the 671 days, we've had 3 weddings. And we've also seen an addition of 3 beautiful angels to our family. Like I said, who says you can't have it all? And we've added to the CMU Africa diversity by having students from 3 new countries. Tetevi from Togo, Lefu from Lesotho, Kapoma from Zambia, who as per today is adopted in Kenya. We've lifted CMU Africa's banner in different locations and different capacities through internships. We had 4 of our colleagues got accepted at IBM Research for an internship. Also, 3 of us got accepted at the World Bank in the Washington, D.C. for an internship. Isn't it amazing? Second, some of us are fellows of reputable fellowships such as Imbro Simon's Computational Neuroscience in Bizo, University of Chicago Data Science for Social Good Fellowship, Google Inside Look, among many others. Third, the class of 2019 has broken the record of having the highest number of students accepted for PhDs. In reputable universities, which include our own great Carnegie Mellon University, the University of Oxford, Georgia Institute of Technology, and many others of the same category. And finally, on the awesomeness of the class of 2019, is that we will be remembered not only for our impact within the corridors of CMU Africa, but in the Kigali Tech community at large. This class introduced and held events that served the entire community. This includes the Women in Tech Club under the awesome Kesha, the Kigali Google Developers Group, Johnny Barre, the Django Gas Kigali led by Anne Namuli, AI Saturdays led by myself, and Women in Machine Learning and Data Science Kigali led by myself. As a woman in tech, I am proud to say that 99% of these events were organized and spearheaded by the ladies in the class of 2019. This is a demonstration of one of the important lessons we learned at CMU Africa. It doesn't matter what gender you are. All that matters is what you can do. All this would not have been possible without our extremely generous sponsors, led by the government of Rwanda under the leadership of President Kagame. The MasterCard Foundation, the Mandela Institute of Development Studies, Smart Africa, and the Innovators Forward Fellowship Fund, of which I was a recipient. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for placing a bet on us. We hope we made you proud. We are thankful to our faculty and staff. You have walked this journey with us since the very first day. You've taught us to believe in ourselves and to always raise our hands every single time we face opportunities, and never to be afraid to fail. To always question the social norm and never to settle for anything but the best. You always went out of your way for us. An example is Professor Vernon coming to school at 6:30 a.m. At 6:30 a.m. to hold extra data structures classes, and he even brought snacks for us. If that doesn't sacrifice, then I don't know what does. Thank you all for never giving up on us, even when we gave you 1,000 reasons to. Thank you for working diligently to build the people we are today. Dedication, time management, and excellent work ethics are things you not only taught us, but you also lived them. We might not have said it enough times, but just know that we are forever grateful. Thank you to our two unsung heroes, Luciana and Jenny, for always creating time to proofread our proposal anytime we needed it. Thank you to our extremely emotional parents, spouses, siblings, children, and friends. Surviving CMU could not have been possible without you. You are our source of solace and comfort throughout the 2 years. Thank you for not getting angry when you didn't pick your calls and remembered to call back 2 days later. Thank you for always listening to our ranting and quitting threats every time we called home. Thank you for not allowing us to quit and for being the voice of reason that reminded us why we began the journey in the first place. Thank you for telling us that we will ace those exams when clearly you didn't know how it would go. Thank you for being here, for showing up, for celebrating with us. Special gratitude to the phenomenal Agri Muhebwa, AKA Dr. Gray, without whom most of us might not have survived this graduate descent. And if we've learned anything in the 2 years, is never to run away from challenges. Every single day here has been a challenge, some that threaten to break us, like spending the night to finish our deep learning assignments at 6:30 a.m. and walking in for data structures class at 8 a.m. with a coffee mug. Or on the days we did our telecoms bi-weekly quizzes and our GPAs went down the drain. Or for some of us who upon joining CMU were faced with the challenge of not getting full scholarship. We doubted whether we could afford to make it to this day. Quitting was an easier option, but we didn't. Instead, we survived on a student job salary of $500 and deposited $400 for tuition every month. Fellow graduates, we've proven that we are not quitters. Never in my life have I met such resilience or been surrounded by people with so much desire to make Africa a better place and not just exist in it. We've survived the canvas and the SIO threats. We are sure ready to face anything that comes ahead. And it's said that in CMU you get to smile only 3 times. During orientation, when you secure your dream internship, and during graduation. So today we get our 3rd smile. So let's smile, fellows. We've earned it. For 671 days we've cried together, we've laughed together, we've grown together. We've made some good decisions and some extremely bad decisions together, like poor food choices and caffeine to stay awake at night. We've helped each other through projects and research, through personal struggles and losses. We could not have made it here without each other. May we continue being there for each other even after this day. We are stronger together. We've worked really hard to get here today. A CMU degree is no small feat. So let's take a moment to appreciate the feeling of our dreams coming true. But let's not stay here too long. We might miss out on our future dreams. And finally, as we move on to the next chapters of our life, may you always remember that there's so much we still do not know. I wish you courage. I wish you joy. I wish you success. I wish you adventures and mistakes to learn from. Do not try to get rid of fear. Accept that you'll be afraid, and go do it anyway. Congratulations, class of 2019.
It's my pleasure to introduce the keynote speaker, Mr. Lassina Kone. Mr. Lassina Kone is currently the Director General of Smart Africa Secretariat. Mr. Kone was the advisor to the Prime Minister of the Republic of Cote d'Ivoire in charge of digital transformation and public reforms. Subsequent to that, he was the advisor to the President for 7 years. Mr. Kone also worked in the ICT industry with over 25 years of experience in telecommunications, satellite, and intelligent transportation systems. So he's really an engineer. In his career, he has held several high-level technical and managerial positions with prestigious firms such as Booz Allen Hamilton and Intelsat. It's very interesting that he has gotten his academic degrees from 3 different continents. He obtained bachelor's degree in electronic engineering from United Arab Emirates, master's degree in data communication systems from University of Brunel in UK, and proceeded to go to USA and got his MBA from George Washington University. So let's give a round of applause to welcome him to give his keynote speech.
Thank you very much, Professor Bagavatullah, for that kind introductions. And thank you for inviting me to speak today. I'm very pleased to be here to join you in celebrating this wonderful occasion. Honorable Minister of Education, Eugene Mutimura, Provost James Garrett, Interim Dean of the College of Engineering, Jonathan King, CMU Director, CMU Africa Director, Mr. Kumara Bagavatullah, distinguished dignitary present, CMU faculty and staff, family and friends graduating class of 2019. First of all, congratulations to all of you graduates for this remarkable achievement in your life. Today is about you celebrating your hard work and dedication, determination, and grit to see it through to the end. You should be very, very proud of yourself for accomplishing this goal. A goal which is no longer personal, but rather continental, as you are now among the top African with a graduate degree. Something that Africa takes pride of as we are facing the 4th Industrial Revolution. Well done. I know you must all be excited to get your hands on your diploma, a diploma that opens up and that will open up endless opportunity in your life. We must also acknowledge that this success has not been achieved single-handedly. A huge support was fundamental from your parents, spouses, siblings, and children for their sacrifices. So to the family of those graduating, congratulations to you, and you should know that your support through this process made an enormous impact. I am sure you are very proud of your graduate as they close this portion of their life and prepare for the next step into a new career. Graduation is one of those steps in life that defines a coming of age, the ending of one era of life. As a student and moving to a new stage in which you are a leader, a doer, an achiever in a wider world, I am sure many of you have firm plans and have a good idea of what's coming next. Some of you have a pretty good idea of what you want to do next, a dream, a lot of hope to get you there, and some of you are just amazed that you got to this graduation point at all. Well, the coming time will be exciting, but they will be all depending on you and your determination. If you are able to see this day, it's also because of the exceptional role of the faculty and the staff of CMU Africa, mentors and advisors. First of all, in believing in African youth potential by establishing a prestigious Carnegie Mellon University in the heart of Africa, for pushing graduates and helping them realize that they were more than capable of going through the challenges that their peers face in other parts of the world. Growth comes with discomfort. Honorable Minister, dear graduate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are living in the very first flagship project with the creation of Smart Africa Scholarship. Smart Africa Scholarship Fund in 2014. This seeds funds of close to $1.6 million was raised from South Sudan, Burkina Faso, Rwanda, Mali, Gabon, Kenya, Cote d'Ivoire, and the ITU, International Telecommunication Union. This enabled Smart Africa to partner with CMU Africa and a few more African Centers of Excellence to provide an opportunity to our youth to achieve their dream and aspiration. To date, we are very proud to inform you that 61 students from Smart Africa member states benefited from the scholarship, including 37 students at CMU Africa, selected. Those students selected on the basis of academic merit and leadership potential, gender distribution, nationality distribution, access to alternative source of scholarship. It is in this regard that I would like to congratulate the 8 Smart Africa scholars graduating from this class. You have made us proud. By working hard and be part of today's graduation, wherever you are sitting, please stand up for recognition. Smart Africa's existence is first and foremost for Africa's youth. It is working to create a better future for Africans, a future in Africa, where our youth can put their ability at the service of Africa and the world, where they can embrace new opportunity and change for good our continent. Dear graduate, the goal that you have reached today puts you among the few privileged, as you are among the 6% of Africans who enroll at the tertiary education and among the much lesser percentage of graduates who have attained a master's degree. This privilege should come with a sense of responsibility to bring a fruition all the thoughts and ideas they have for the continent of Africa. As it is important to notice that the only thing that God has distributed equally at all time in this world is the human brain. And the greatest thing that God has distributed unequally in this century is the youth of our continent. As the youth under the age of 30 represents 70% of the continent population, that is 840 million population out of 1.2 billion. But that should only be an advantage to our continent only and only if our youth are educated to face the coming fourth industrial revolution, that we vow as a nation not to take a position of a follower, but rather a leading role by striving to take our own destiny in our hand. As Nelson Mandela said once, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. With the high level quality of education that you receive at CMU Africa, Africa is now looking at you to be at the forefront of its transformation as we are ushering into the fourth industrial revolution, and we continue to count on CMU Africa for the development of the continent, as we are delighted to have CMU Africa as a strong partner with unconditional support, writing together the digital transformation history of Africa. You are now armed with one of the most important tools needed to forge your path ahead. It is not the diploma itself that counts. It is about what you've learned along the way and what you do with the education you've gotten in your journey to the graduation day. Your future is in your hand, no one else. Seize the opportunity, dare to dream, to invent, innovate, and disrupt the different sectors of our society and economy, from education to healthcare, agriculture to finance. Looking back at my own graduations, I learned few things that I would like to share with you. Our action in life determine how do we want to be remembered. It is therefore important to understand that we are brought into this life for a bigger purpose than ourselves, and that purpose is the legacy that we all strive to leave behind us. We all believe in luck. However, luck pays sometime, but the hard work pays all the time. Follow your passion, then prosperity will follow, because the passion leads to professional perfection, which then turns into recognition among your peers and industry. You will never be good enough for the whole world, but you will be the best person for those who appreciate you. So if you embark on the road leading to a village or a city in Africa somewhere, and you never meet anyone in the opposite direction, that means you must be in the wrong direction. So will be the obstacle of your journey to success. Therefore, you must focus on the big picture with local context in mind. As you graduate and take on the new challenge, chances are you won't be making $1 million at your first job. In fact, you might not get the first or a second or a third job you interview for. You may never become the CEO for Fortune 500 company in your life, but that's okay. The important thing is you have already taken the initial steps needed to build a more promising future. Every class you've taken, every lab, every essay written, and every certification you earn, they all have been preparing you to adapt to changes and challenges. Everything changed in life. The only thing that remains constant is the world change itself. You will be facing challenges in the future. To overcome these challenges, remember the following. Life doesn't usually follow the plan you lay out for yourself, but you should know also that failing to plan is the perfect plan to fail. You will all experience the highs and lows of life, the difficult and the easy, and unfortunately, there may sometimes be times of too many difficulty and just not enough smooth sailing. Your true success will be defined on how you handle both of these times. But you should all remember that two things will define you. One, your determination when you have nothing. Two, your attitude when you have everything. As I like to be, I was inspired by Kofi Annan, who said, to live, you have to choose. And to choose well, you have to know who you are and what you stand for, where you are going, and why do you want to get there. As I close my keynote, I would like to remind you to continue leveraging the network you have built over the past 2 years, to always surround yourself with the best people who will challenge you to become the best version of yourself. And I hope you look back on this day and realize that it was only the beginning, a fresh start, and I hope it was worth it. To the future of African tech leaders, innovators, bold transformers of society, I wish you all success in the next endeavor. Thank you, and may God bless all of you. God bless Rwanda and bless our continent, Africa. Thank you.
Thank you for those special and inspiring words, Lucino. Today, we are thrilled to welcome the Honorable Eugene Mutamura, Rwanda's Minister of Education, who works closely with His Excellency Paul Kagame to strengthen the educational landscape here in Rwanda. Dr. Mutamura has worked at the Inter-University Council of East Africa, where he was instrumental in the coordination of the Eastern and Southern African Centers of Excellence project. This project was funded by the World Bank in 8 countries to support research and education in 16 universities. Throughout his distinguished career, Dr. Mutamura has believed that the most valuable investment lies in education and in nurturing the talents of African citizens to solve the continent's most pressing challenges. Dr. Mutamura, we are forever grateful for your leadership and for your collaborative spirit, which you've demonstrated through your partnership with Carnegie Mellon University. And we're honored that you are here today at today's graduation to offer your reflections to all of us gathered. Please welcome Dr. Eugene Mutamura.
Honorable Minister of ICT and Innovation, Provost CMU, the Interim Dean of College of Engineering, Carnegie Mellon University, CMU Africa Joint Advisory Board members who are here present with us, the Director of CMU Africa, the Director General of CMU, delegates from different development partners that are here with us, various delegates from Government of Rwanda academic institutions, dignitaries, parents and families, and most important, the graduating class of 2019. Good morning. I'm very delighted and honored to be with you today at this 6th graduation ceremony for the master's degree graduates from CMU Africa. I thank everybody who have been able to come here and celebrate with us this important milestone. I congratulate the graduating class and recognize the hard work that you have been doing throughout your career, that indeed we realize that is paying off today. This is not only the most important part to celebrate, but also most important, your future career and your future goals that you are going to be pursuing from today and onwards. We also congratulate and thank the parents, relatives, and family members that have supported you before and during and throughout all your journey of CMU Africa. I would like to be grateful to the Provost CMU, Dr. Jim Garrett, the Interim Dean of College of Engineering, Dr. Jonathan Kagan, the Director General CMU Africa, Dr. Kone, the senior management and staff members, as well as the Joint Advisory Board members of CMU Africa, for the continued commitment that you have demonstrated for this program, but also throughout the mission of CMU Africa that has started since 8 years back. Ladies and gentlemen, the strategic partnership CMU Africa demonstrates is very important to us as a nation. And on behalf of the government of Rwanda, I would like to emphasize the fact that capacity building efforts in science and technology, particularly in ICT, that we work together with CMU Africa, as well as our colleagues in the continent, is important for our socio-economic development of our nation, Rwanda, as well as Africa at large. Nothing is greater than socio-economic development, but also most important, the knowledge, the skills, and the competences that we equip with the young generation, because that's much more important, because it impacts on the community than only those who have achieved these competences and skills. Indeed, we could realize it last Friday when the students from CMU Africa in Kigali, CMU campus in Pittsburgh, and CMU students from Qatar met His Excellency President of the Republic of Rwanda, Mr. Paul Kagame. We could realize the acquisition of skills and competences, both in terms of scientific achievements, as well as the need by the students to go out and demonstrate that they have achieved a lot by contributing towards community needs. Indeed, this was very eminent in the discussions the students they put forward and suggestions that the students suggested to us. And we would like to indicate that we shall support the students in order to support our communities. I'm very honored to say that CMU Africa is always increasing both in breadth but also the depth in terms of the numbers that are increasing. Currently 120 students, and now we see the 2018-2019 graduating class of 51, as well as the future potential we see in ever increasing quality of students. That actually 15 students have started their PhD program at well-renowned universities globally in the US, in the UK, South Korea, and elsewhere, and this is a very important achievement. We also realize that there is an increased representation of students from different parts of Africa, with over, I think, 7 nationalities, from Rwanda, Ethiopia, Uganda, Nigeria, Lesotho, Zambia, Kenya, and indeed we see that over 30% of students are female, which is a very important achievement. As we continue to work together with CMU Africa, we would like to reiterate our commitment to support CMU Africa to pursue what we believe is very important, to be actively involved in pursuing research in ICT technologies, including cybersecurity, wireless communications, big data, machine learning, and other disciplines. And this is very important as Rwanda works with CMU Africa on Kigali Collaborative Research Center that we believe is important and will be well achieved as CMU Africa starts to use the new elegant campus. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like again to congratulate the graduating class of 2019 for the important achievements that you have demonstrated. Lots of success, but also lots of challenges that we are quite confident that with the knowledge, the skills that you have gained from CMU Africa, you will certainly rise above and overcome all these challenges. I would like to thank the faculty that have supported you. I would like to thank the wider community of CMU Africa for the great support they have offered to you. And again, most important, your relatives, parents, siblings that have contributed and supported you throughout your training while at CMU Africa. Continue to work with the alumni of CMU Africa, engage with them, learn from them, make sure you teach them as well so that you all succeed as a team. I thank you for your attention.
I'd like to invite Dr. Kampali to the podium now. Surya Paresh, or SP as we know him, has his doctorate degree from University of Buffalo, and he's been teaching with us since 2016, and he's very passionate about using technology to solve problems in education and health. He's going to present now the Jeremiah Mpakazehe Rising Researcher Award, and please invite him to the podium.
Distinguished graduates of the class of 2019, dignitaries, faculty and staff, family and friends. Varamutse, namaste, and well, it's always a good morning till the time you get your degrees, right? So today we will be presenting the Rising Researcher Award to one of our most outstanding students. The award was first given out in 2017 to honor the memory of Dr. Jeremiah Mpakazehe. Dr. Jeremiah was a close friend. He also excelled at every stage of his life. At Natick High School, he was the captain of the football, track and field teams, and he was the president of the class of 2002. In his days as a PhD student, Dr. Jeremiah was regarded as an outstanding teacher and researcher. He was so popular among the students that he was awarded TA of the Year in 2012. After graduation, he came to CMU Africa in January 2016 as a visiting faculty. A capable and humble researcher, Dr. Jeremiah believed in applying technology for social transformation. He had just received news of being awarded a major NSF grant on commercializing nutritious algae products. I still remember some of his words. In one of the discussions that I had with him on education, he told me, you know, SP, we should think of education not as something that gives us a job, but something that tells us that for every dollar that we take from society, for every blade of grass that the forest gives us, we should give something more in return. That's what an educated person means. Dr. Jeremiah was very passionate about how this work, or any engineer's work, could provide effective nutrition to millions of people around the world. At CMU Africa, students, faculty, and staff had come to respect and admire him. Unfortunately, Dr. Jeremiah was taken away from us at a ripe young age of 31. The Rising Researcher Award was established to honor his legacy of scholarship and research. In the memory of Dr. Jeremiah, this award will continue to tell us that education and academic research is a key factor in driving human excellence across the world. Students, friends, and my dear colleagues, the 2019 recipient of the Jeremiah Mpakazehe Rising Researcher Award is Daniel Omiza. Daniel is an outstanding researcher with an interest in machine learning and AI. Daniel has published 5 papers, one of which has been accepted in IntelliSys 2019, and another is under review at ICML 2019. He was one of IBM Great Mind winners in 2018, and a presenter at the Black in AI workshop at the NeurIPS conference of 2018. In addition to research work, Daniel has been a key community member. He was the president of the Software Engineering and Cybersecurity Club, vice president education of the Toastmasters Club, and communications officer of the Data Science Club. He was part of the planning and organizing committee for the 2019 Indebax Conference and the 2018 Kigali AI Bootcamp. Daniel was selected for the Google Inside Look program at Google's office in Munich and has had 2 internship stints at IBM Research. Daniel has been accepted to read for a DPhil at the University of Oxford. We believe that he will be a fine ambassador for CMU Africa. Let us welcome Daniel Omeiza to receive the Jeremiah Mpagaze Rising Researcher Award. And now, I would like to introduce Dr. Martin Saint. Martin Saint joined CMU Africa in 2013, bringing over 30 years of technology and business experience as an emergency manager, telecom and technology executive, entrepreneur, and researcher. He's a consultant and speaker on emerging technologies that transform how organizations, people, and processes deliver value and enhance performance. Dr. Martin Saint will present the Lakshmi Subramanian CMU Africa Student Excellence Awards.
The Lakshmi Subramanian CMU Africa Student Excellence Award is given to 2 students that demonstrate strong leadership, academic excellence, and exceptional contributions to student life. Awardees are selected by the faculty based on inspiring their fellow students to a love of learning through a combination of intellect, high scholarly achievement, engagement with the CMU Africa community, and character. The first of these 2 awards goes to Agatha Nwamibizi.
Anne Baranga, David Chukuma, Anne Gitau, Ignace Akizimana, Dieume Iroy, John Kamau Ibare, Arsène Indamutsa, Huguette Ingenere, Marie-Claudine Ingenere Aguirre-Noue, Nadine Ishimwe, Chima Kapoma, Ella Karambinzi, Elisabeth Kesa, Leandre Kibeho, Joan Kirunga, Fabrice Cuisera, Nancy Atieno Lubalo, Violette Maoro, David Raha Mawazo, Olga Gesare Mogaka, Jeanne d'Arc Mukagame. Collins Wambani Muniendo. John Washira Munii. Aimé Césaire Musangamfura. Sarah Muwanguzi. Anne Bright Namuli. Gervais Ngirabari. Samuel Nishimwe. Daniel Amoto Omeza. Tewodros Robi. Albin Schema. Daniel Olufemi Togun. André Uzamurengera. This concludes the Master of Science in Information Technology class for 2019. We are now proceeding with Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering class of 2019. Ali Abimana. Justin Bigui. Félicien Ierwe. Scholastica Memuzi. Felistus Ayera Misiko. Tuarik Aruna Mugumia. Joël Mugieni. Adolphe Dagijimana. Agatha Niwamuguzizi. Daniel Kemelu. Richard Nkusi. Tunmise Raji. Félix Ouizeye.
Graduates. You did it. How about one more round of applause? I want all the family that's in the room of these graduates to stand up. Family members, please stand up. I just want to say a few thanks and then I think we can get on with the fun. Okay? I want to thank the Honorable Minister Dr. Mochimura and the Honorable Minister Paula Ingabir. They both sat through the whole program and I appreciate it because I know they are very busy with lots of duties but they rearrange their schedules to come and attend this. So I want all of you to recognize them. Thank you. I also want to register my thanks to Provost Garrett, Interim Dean Kagan, and many others that have traveled from Pittsburgh all the way because this is not, I don't know, many of you will probably go to US eventually. So this is a long trip. So thank you very much for Dean Provost Garrett, Dean Kagan, and the others. Thank you. I also want to thank Smart Africa Secretariat Director General, Mr. Basina Kone, for his inspiring keynote speech. Thank you very much. And I also want to thank all the others that are here for your presence here, and this is very befitting of the hard work and devotion it took from these students, well, graduates now, graduates, they're not students. So I also want to take this opportunity to thank the CMU Africa staff. Many of you may not know how much effort has gone into putting this event together, not just this, but preparation and all the planning that went in for the last whole month. They've been working very hard. I won't have time to read name by name, but let's give a big round of thank you for Tim already introduced the faculty, so I don't want to reintroduce them, but thank you, faculty, for making this happen.